Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We're on episode, I believe, 7 of Let's Play the Old Gods Zoroastrian playthrough. I am Shah Hazarasp the First of Karen. And we are ambitious, gregarious, honest, and kind. We're about to turn 16. I've got a good guardian, my mother, going to hopefully make me into a grey eminence like she should. And we've got a little bit of money. We're currently in a holy war for our next door neighbor's Duchy of Khiva. And he's winning because of a few poor battles. Unfortunately, my father died. He was an excellent commander already, but we didn't really get to take advantage of it. Our troop domain, like our army limits, is very small right now because my father commanded great respect from the realm. I, on the other hand, do not. When we look at my vassals, most of them are about neutral. A couple of them are pretty high. I've made this single count here very happy by transferring him a vassal and making him into my chancellor, and also he's content. I'd like to get some more support from these guys, so we will take just a moment to do some honorary titles. As the minister of the magazines, it is the responsibility of the Eran Ambaragbed to see to the arms and armaments of the realm's warriors. Sounds good. You get that title, and we'll also make you a Shahin. This honorific means falcon, and was granted to several gifted Sassanid generals for their achievements on the field of battle. It can only be bestowed upon those with exceptional martial ability. Sounds like something for you. We'll also take a look at this guy here. This title, roughly meaning army chief, can be traced all the way back to the Achaemenid Empire, and during the Sassanid reign there were 4 spabads assigned to each corner of the Persian realm. It remains a prestigious military office. We can have 4 of these. There's a monthly salary of 0.23, monthly prestige of 0.2. That's a pretty good title. Interestingly, we don't actually pay that. I really don't know where that number comes from. Like, they make money, it's just created out of thin air. So we've made him our Spabod. Can we give you any other titles? We can make him a Kardarigan. Means Black Hawk, was granted to several gifted Sassanid generals for their achievements on the field of battle. It can only be bestowed upon those with exceptional martial ability. He must be good too. Wow, we've got two marshals who are quite good. Or two counts, rather. We've just assigned titles to him. Now, my brother, I don't think we really want to worry about at this point. Nor can we really assign titles to minors. Still, that'll help out with some of the levy situation. Let's wait a month before we consider re-raising and continuing this war. Every chance I get to practice sword fighting, often with the older men, who find it amusing to see me charging at them with all my might. They are too seasoned for me to defeat, but my practice makes perfect, and one day I will be the best. Isn't that right, Golpari, my mother? Let's see what she has to say. The world is a scary place, I've become craven. You stupid woman. We have, oh, excuse me, not a month. We had 11 months to go until I'll turn 16. Still, 11 months will not end this war. So let's just wait until I come of age. Hopefully I'll become a Grey Eminence, get much more diplomacy, which will help out. I'll marry my sister. I'll take a couple other concubines as sisters as concubines, which will give me a bunch of prestige, which will help out with opinion, which will give us a much larger levy. And then we'll go and attack this guy with that increased force. He's got 3,300 men total. Right now we have roughly 2. I could raise mercenaries with these funds. I'm pretty positive that because he's in prison, we can't actually do that. Can I just break the betrothal? I don't even know why these people are betrothed. There, I got rid of that. He is not actually coming to attack us, so this is definitely buying us time. And here comes our birthday. June, August, September 6th. Come on, Mom. Don't let me down. Make me a Grey Eminence. Cross your fingers. Cross them. What is this then? Oh, he's got a peasant revolt. That's not even... Interesting. Regency has ended. Cross your fingers. Charismatic Negotiator at level 3. That's not bad. It's like there's like a 30-35% chance of that, with like a 50% chance of becoming a Grey Eminence. So it's kind of unfortunate, but it's better than rolling it off education. Okay. My half-sister. I'll find you someone nice. Don't worry. Now, let's see. Do I have any actual sisters? I have an actual sister. If I were to marry her, my actual sister, it would be a sacred union. But what if I marry a half-sister? Is there a difference between a half-sister and a regular sister? Apparently not. We'll gain 100 prestige for taking concubine, my elder sister. And I will marry her. And do we want the gold? No, we want that. Next up, we'll take my other sister. Concubine. And eventually we'll take her, I guess. We should still... That's just wrong. I could take my mom as a concubine. She's only 36. Mother, I have this Freudian thing for you. I'm gonna do it just to see if we create any imbeciles. So I'm sleeping with my mom. That is funny. I could have taken the ambition to get married, but I forgot. We have 0 martial ability. Wonderful. However, I think intrigue is going to be more important, because we've got brothers who have claims to our titles, and I don't want to lose those titles. Now our realm strength has gone up a bit, and I'm going to wait yet 1 more month just to make sure we have the absolute most troops from the realm. And actually, are any of my other brothers coming of age soon? He's about 1.5 years off. Okay, we've already created the kingdom. I'm going to use our men that we have, and I'm going to use some mercenaries again. I hate to spend money on mercenaries, but we have to. 2,500 troops versus his total army strength of... Actually, if he fights those peasants, he might lose his army. Let's see what we can do with just what we have. He might have his army right here, and it might be coming to fight the peasants. Probably. It probably is. There it is, see? Look at that. Let's see what he ends up with after the battle. 2,900 to my 2,600. I'm nowhere near the commander my father was, so that's not going to be a possibility. So... I could try revoking some titles from my satrapi. Is the satrapi? Is that that's okay? That's duchy. So we have that duchy, even though it's not part of our realm. I don't want the duchy. I want the... If I were to plot to take his county, he would become unlanded. So I think that duchy would end up getting destroyed. Whereby leaving him in power gives me the ability to attack over those single counties, which could be useful if this realm stops being fractured and I need to attack that Muslim realm, the Sunni. Instead, let's just plot to kill one of my younger brothers to inherit some of his land. We need more land, and it's sad, but necessary. This county looks to be good, so is this one. But these ones are the ones that actually have solid income and levy. If we look at, what is it? G, I, K, U. U shows income, so I'd like one of these titles. Let's plot to kill the guy who's in charge of 356. This duchy, this county. Karakum. Okay, sorry that took a while, but I needed to figure it out. So we need to kill the Shahzada of Karakum. Turkestan. Shahzada of Turkestan. These names are getting me confused. Satrap of Merv, that's a duchy. Shahzada of Turkestan. Is it just a special title because he's like fancy and part of my kingdom? Okay, let's do it this way. I want this county, please. Shahzada Farid. Kill Shahzada Farid. Thank you. After all that, there's no supporters. Okay, we'll send this guy a little bit of money. Still not willing to. What if I arrange for your marriage? Will that make you like me better, or your liege? Makes him like his own liege better. Well, hopefully with a little bit of extra prestige gain, we'll end up with enough power to murder a brother. So 2,900 men. I think we're going to need the mercenaries. Unfortunately, all the cheap ones are on hires, so we'll have to hire expensive ones. But we'll make good use of them. Acquiring a whole extra duchy will be great. We have enough money for about a little bit less than a year. Just enough really to fight his army. Unless we get lucky and end up with a Tutus of Turkestani has declared the peasant revolt. Peasants have raised up. Okay, great. That's one more thing to deal with. Fortunately, this county's already been sieged by one, so we can assault it very quickly, which will get rid of that 43% ticking war score. So this war is going to turn pretty quick. As long as we don't go negative on money for a second. We'll go beat up his army, get a bunch of war score from that. I'm on top, and I've just lost. I have no marshal. I don't know why I'm leading troops. But we did end up getting a decent amount of prestige. Got 19 prestige and 28 piety for just being in the battle despite being terrible. His army apparently is it's gone. I don't know where it went. So we're going to assault this. That takes that off. Now we're going to assault the next one. And we'll continue to assault even though it's not a very good ratio. Ooh, a Wali. A couple girls. This one's lustful. No, I need to save room for my sister. Get a little bit of money there. We will assault this one as well. I'm beating up the mercenaries, mostly. By beating up the mercenaries, we're getting the most value out of them, and also reducing the monthly cost to maintain them. Because the fewer troops they have, the less they cost. I'll probably assault that one as well. Got some economy tech. 15 days, that's quite a long time, but we'll assault anyway. We've lost the siege in our capital to the peasants. I'm hoping what I can do is win this war, disband the mercenaries, and then I'll take care of the peasant revolt. We're a bit low on morale, so this is probably a... Okay, we need to fight him, though. Stupid peasants. That's so inopportune. $27 gold, still losing 8 per month, so we got 3 months left on the mercenaries. We're going to capture his army. Despite my 0 martial, I'm still leading troops. I'm probably going to get just murdered. What's this? So my brother wants to marry my sister. Nope. She's mine. Okay. Clearly I cannot afford the mercenaries any longer. But we need them, so let's go use the mercenaries. Their very last bit of service to us, if they can make it in time. I'm gonna have to risk it. The last bit of service to us will be to squash this army. But I am concerned. I think that we're gonna dip negative, and they could rebel. Which would be terrible. It would be very, very bad. Please capture them. Damn. Do we not have an organizer? Shoot. We don't have time to go here. We're now negative. Which means that we have less morale. We will capture them, though. Come on. Just hold out for couple more weeks, please. Kill this army. And you've done your duty. Now you can go away. Thank you for your services. We appreciate it. Now we're heading to Emba to track down the remaining 300 men. We should be okay. So we'll squash that. Once we end this peasant revolt, we're going to gain just a tiny bit of prestige. He'll have... Do you have any money? Can I banish you? 27 gold. We'll get 27 gold for banishing him. And then we'll be positive again on morale. We'll be able to release and re-raise. And then go take the rest of his land. And we will be up 1 more duchy. Let's let this last little battle happen here. Hopefully this peasant revolt gets crushed pretty quick. Gotta chase him all the way to the Rin Desert. Jeez. If we had more men, we'd be able to clean that up a lot quicker. Captain Etrek of the Cuman Band has declared the Cuman invasion of Persia on Shah Hormuz. Interesting. So this guy actually went negative, and unfortunately he is defending against his mercenaries. So apparently he did get called into this war, but he's dealing with not only the succession crisis and the holy war that he's called himself into, but now the Cuman invasion of Persia. This guy here, Captain Etrek of the Cuman Band, we can actually check his army strength by looking here. Etrek of the Cuman Band has about 1,500 men. Hopefully he actually takes some land and becomes part of it. So I'll wrap this one up here. In the next video we'll squash the peasant resistance, and then we'll take over this duchy, and then we'll press our advantage on this boy who probably has very low levy. No, he still has 7,000 men, but he's, I don't know, he's weak. So we'll see. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.